Hey guys, Professor Fatshady here once again. This video I thought I'd make just for a bit of fun. Not particularly as a tutorial, however, I guess it may be. You may or may not know, but whenever you zero fault an extreme track, if you decide to bail out prior, so this is the finish line on Eye of the Storm, if you decide to bail out prior to the end of the track, and hit a particular orb, you can unlock a completely different and harder version of the same track. So let me try and get this one here. You've really got to get that timing right. But you drop down into this bad boy, and it is horrible. This is effectively a ninja version of the track. I haven't played this for a little while, but let's just run through this and see what we come up with. And you'll probably notice, I go from being this guy who thinks he's half decent at this game to being a complete noob again, and doing whatever little cheats and tricks I can do. If you see, I have no shame. If I have to do that to get to a checkpoint, I will happily do it. And interestingly, this is the first time I've done this with the PS4. So I have had trouble. There we go. How's that for throttle control and balance? This one you need to run up. But yeah, these tracks are bloody insane. Actually, I was lucky enough. I had to actually keep this a secret for a little while. So I got to go to Helsinki in Finland in February this year, before the game came out. And I got to sit around with all the developers, and they were, as soon as you walk in the office, it's non-disclosure agreements and all this other stuff. But as I was sort of sitting in there, they're like, do you want to see something really cool? And I was like, I'm a Trials fan from way back, of course I do. And yeah, they actually showed me this stuff, so I had to sit on this for like a month or so. And I tell you, this is the feature, as much as it's only going to be seen by such a small percentage of the player base, this is the feature that had me more excited than just about anything in Fusion, because it was just a really cool way to, just give back to the fans. I sat down and watched, it was a DJ Twitchy doing Inferno 4's ninja track and having to effectively give up, even though he had completed in about 160 odd faults. On this particular occasion, he was trying to show me through it. He got most of the way through, and I think we had to go and do something. But I mean, it was I shouldn't be talking. I will say this is stretching my skill. Like I'm decent at Trials. I can explain stuff. I can't do ninja runs at all. And this, I will say, by ninja standards, is a pretty tame ninja. I suck at them. But I have had some comments of people saying they like watching me struggle more than they like watching me do a track well. And I guess I understand that. So this is for you guys. Totally composed. I do really like this track, by the way. As hard as it is, it's sort of, if you've had enough of the extremes, totally get why people would want to get back to these ones, because they are just, I don't know how this translates. I've never actually sat and watched myself play one of these, but I kind of like them. Actually, I really struggle with this. If I fault here, I really struggle here. That bunny hop's fine. And actually, the one thing I will point out, I don't have many tips to give on these. You can actually go quite a long way underwater. If you're finding you need more of a run-up, normally, and I don't know what it is in particular, but normally you sort of get to that level on a regular bike, you're going to be faulting. Yeah, it's like your whole head's got to be underwater before you fault. So just keep that in mind. If you're having trouble with this and you need a bit more of a run-up, don't hesitate to go underneath a little bit. That's not my problem, though. My problem is I have not figured out a consistent way to do this jump yet. As you can see, 45 faults in. There you go, all of you sadistic people that like watching people fail, this is for you. This jump just kicks my ass. That's the thing, I haven't been game enough to try and, you know, even if I was able to sort of consistently zero fault some of the other tracks, I'm not game enough to try these things, because I've watched half of them and they're horrible. And by horrible, I mean just brutally hard. It says, you know, 50 faults into something here. And I hate this, you know what it is, because there's a handful of people that watch my channel that, you know, for some reason watch it for me or, you know, my content as opposed to the tips because they're better than me. And they'll happily come on here and go, oh, Fat Shady, all you needed to do was do left, right, left, hold R trigger while the controller's upside down for a second, and it was easy. Why did you struggle so much? And yeah, kind of put me back in my place. Oh, God. There we go. On the this. And who does this? Like, seriously, who puts an obstacle like that? I mean, I did it pretty easy that time, but seriously, Redlinks. Like, you guys are just jerks. I mentioned DJ Twitchy before. If you watch my Helsinki Trials Media event that I went to in Helsinki, I did an interview with Jack Robson, DJ Twitchy. Very good at interviews, by the way. Very comfortable on the camera. Inside joke. But he is the dude. Actually, I quizzed him on it. I said, who's the dude that we should be complaining to if we don't like the extreme tracks? And it should be him. I mean, there's a number of other people. Plenty of people contribute to making the tracks, but he's at least one of the people. And to be honest, I'm happy for him to be the guy that I have all my rage at. But anyway, that was the Ninja version of Eye of the Storm. We'll get through this here. I love the fact that you can only even access these tracks if you've zero faulted the track and given up a zero fault run to make it all the way through. The faults and the time obviously won't count. It doesn't give you any separate leaderboards or anything else. So this is just for the sake of doing it. So, you know, keep your own records if you want to try and improve your times and all the rest. I think I've done probably around 40 something faults on this. Is my best. I've only played it for like 4 or 5 times. But if you do find yourself getting reasonably good at the extreme tracks and you want to have a go at these, by all means do it. I mean, why there's currently a boat battle going on or something, I have no idea what's happening. Come on! I actually never sit and watch how many boats come out of this. Surely that's it. Instead of waiting for boats now. Okay, so anyway, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah, let me know if you want to see. I mean, I'm happy to try and make it through more of these. But it ain't going to be easy, and it'll be a while before I can consistently zero fault some of the other extremes. But anyway, thanks guys, and speak to you guys next time.